Welcome to the most beautiful and most dangerous roads. These roads were created to connect places that were almost completely isolated, where towering mountains, deep seas, and harsh terrain made travel extremely difficult. Out of the need for trade and survival, they gradually became journeys that challenge anyone who takes them on. Instead of reshaping nature, they were built to adapt to it, clinging to mountainsides, weaving through narrow gaps, where many sections have no guardrails at all. Here, every movement demands precision. As breathtaking, beauty always comes with very real risk. And right now the journey begins with a road, where every single turn is a true test. Troistige, Norway. Located in western Norway along National Road 63. Connecting the town of Andelsens with Valdai, it stands out with 11 sharp, hairpin bends and a gradient of about 10%, making it one of the most iconic mountain passes in Northern Europe. The road was completed in 1936, after 8 years of construction under extremely harsh terrain conditions, climbing to nearly 870 meters. It was later upgraded starting in 2005 to handle the growing number of visitors, with the addition of rest areas and minimalist viewing platforms designed to blend closely with the rocky landscape. Driving through each narrow curve, the most immediate feeling is the constant need to control both steering and speed, while the Stigfossen waterfall over 300 meters high cascades right beside the road, creating an experience that is both intense and captivating for those who seek adventure. Every summer, more than 150,000 vehicles pass through. Yet the road is only open seasonally and is usually closed during winter due to weather conditions, clearly reflecting how Norway develops tourism alongside environmental control rather than continuous exploitation. After passing through layers of clouds and powerful waterfalls, the next part of the journey will take you to a coastal road that feels poetic yet no less dramatic. Amalfi Coastally? Stretching for about 50 kilometers along the southern coastline of the Sorrentine Peninsula. In southern Italy, the Amalfi Coast connects Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello through a mountainside road that dates back to Roman times, later expanded to support Mediterranean trade. The journey along this route begins with a series of tight, continuous curves where drivers must constantly control the steering wheel while moving right along the cliff edge, especially during peak season when traffic volume increases significantly. The feeling of driving is inseparable from the terrain itself, forcing you to adapt to every turn and constantly changing slope. Its historical character is clearly reflected in the local architecture, from the Amalfi Cathedral with its Arab, Norman style, to the system of terraced houses built directly into the mountainside, showing how people from the 9th to 11th centuries adapted to the terrain instead of reshaping it. Local life is closely tied to terraced lemon groves and the production of limoncello, while also heavily dependent on tourism. Wheatmorton fast year, making the entire region balance between preserving traditional rhythms and adapting to modern pressures. Leaving behind the vibrant cliffs of the Mediterranean, the real challenge begins as the road ahead leads straight into the heart of the majestic Alps. Großglockner High Alpine Route Austria, crossing the Alps between Salzburg and Carinthia. The Großglockner High Alpine Road stretches about 48 kilometers, winding along the mountainside to an elevation of over 2,500 meters, with 36 hairpin turns, leading toward the Großglockner Peak at 3,798 meters. Built between 1930 and 1935, the road does not cut through the terrain, but follows the natural structure of the high mountains. The journey here is not just about crossing a pass, but Graduaggi becomes an experience of entering the landscape itself. From Edelweiss Pizza, all peaks above 3,000 meters open up in a full 360-degree view descending to Kaiser Franz Joseph's Hue. A walking path leads directly to the Pastjersee Glacier. Viewpoint, where changes in the ice can be clearly observed. JRVJR. Along the route, stopping points are placed right on the mountainside, allowing direct access to the alpine environment without separating from the terrain. The road is only open from May to October, and the experience is not about reaching a destination, but about the journey itself, moving, observing and understanding how humans adapt to harsh, natural conditions without altering them. Would you choose to drive through the next curve, or stop and take in the entire landscape? After conquering the mountain peaks, the feeling of driving will completely change as you head toward the ocean, where bridges seem to float above the waves. Atlantic Ocean Road Norway. Running along the western coast of Norway, the Atlantic Ocean Road stretches about 8.3 kilometers, connecting small islands in the Morea or Romsdal region through a system of bridges completed in 1989. After more than 6 years of construction, under harsh weather conditions, the journey along this route constantly shifts between bridges and road sections close to the sea, where drivers can clearly feel strong crosswinds, directly affecting the steering, while large waves can crash onto the road during bad weather. At the Storseisundet and It Bridge, its curved design distorts the line of sight, causing a sudden change in driving angle and creating the illusion that the road disappears ahead before reappearing in the next section, making it the most iconic experience along the entire route. along Teguay. Visitors often stop at coastal points to fish and watch powerful waves crash directly into the bridge system, especially during rough weather, when the entire scene becomes more intense and vivid. Leaving behind the crashing waves along the edge of the road, prepare yourself for a dense network of curves, hidden within the mysterious mountains of Eastern Europe. Transv, Geyr, and Rania. Cutting across the Carpathian Mountains in Romania. The Transfagorgican stretches about 90 kilometers, climbing to an elevation of 2,034 meters, with winding curves and steep slopes. Once described by Jeremy Clarkson as the best road in the world on Top Gear. Built between 1970 and 1974. As a strategic military route, the road follows the mountainside with continuous curves that force drivers to constantly adjust speed and visibility through each turn. The journey passes through tunnels where water flows directly onto the road and leads to Lake Balia, a glacial lake at the highest point of the route, where visitors often stop before continuing toward Ponari Fortress. Linked to the Dracula legend and requiring a climb of more than 1,400 steps to reach. At lower elevations, the road passes the Sistrian Kata Monastery, reflecting the presence of religious life within the mountain landscape. While the road surface is not always stable and only open seasonally, requiring careful timing and full concentration when traveling. Passing through ancient forests and historic castles, the transcontinental journey arrives at a rocky plateau in Teast, where mist and deep valleys always exist side by side.